Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be checking out the third expansion for Ark. We have a confirmed title and we pretty much have footage of what it's going to look like, which comes from the ending of Aberration. So guys, make sure that you hit that like button on this video. Honestly, this is huge news and it's just absolutely crazy, and I can't believe that we're actually hearing this soon after Aberration was released. Obviously Aberration got delayed several times. Maybe they were planning on releasing the name now, but holy crap, we have it. It's insane. Okay, so let me explain something here really quick. If you go to the Steam page, I'm not sure if it's the same on PSN and the Xbox thing, whatever you call that. If you go onto the Steam page for the Ark Season Pass, you will actually get this page right here. As you can see, it says you get Scorched Earth, you get Aberration, and a third expansion pack, Ark Extinction, arriving. I wrote summer because I don't think it's gonna come in spring. Arriving summer 2018. There's no chance this thing's coming out in spring. I mean, like, I don't think they've started to work on it right now. I can't, oh my god, I just can't even come up. Yeah, no, it's not coming out in spring. Let's just say it's not coming out in spring and not hold our hopes up. But anyway, that's the title, Ark Extinction. Extinction, okay? You gotta think of everything to do with the Ark story that we've seen so far. So we have the island, which seemingly is just an island full of prehistoric creatures, and then when we beat the game, or I guess the story of that, we just get our minds open to this whole universe of arks in the sky above a planet, and like holograms of Earth at its different stages, like prehistoric, like current for us, and then future, whatever happens, like this weird event, maybe that is the extinction. Now, I think that this DLC is fully based on Earth, and I will give you a reason why. Let's take a look at the ending of Aberration. So in this scene right here, we have another star map. It shows Earth, it shows a bunch of arcs around Earth, and we're about to get teleported. We are ascending from Aberration because we have completed the boss battle. Now, we're going through the Aberration map here. We're flying through all these portals in a second here. As you can see, our little implant is upgrading itself, and we're just gonna fly straight through the whole map, through those giant spine type portal pieces. They're all lighting up as we go through, and then we end up in the portal room, which has the three colors of the obelisk, and we shoot right into space. Now, let's just pause for a quick second. Over to the side there, we have what I believe to be the island. That is one of the islands. Obviously, we know there's a bunch of identical island arcs out there, and there's probably the same for Scorched Earth as well, and maybe, I don't know if Ragnarok is part of the lore or whatever, but maybe there could be some Ragnarok ones. But anyway, we have the island, we have Scorched Earth. Probably, actually, there's one in the background that could be Scorched. It's kind of hard. It's very blurry and it's hard to tell. I don't think there's any more than Aberration. Like, I think Aberration is unique because not all of the arcs would have just malfunctioned in the exact same way. Obviously, Aberration, like some sort of meteor hit one of the giant beams that holds up the arcs in space and kind of, I guess, powers them, protects them from the outside elements. And yeah, we have like this arc that's just transformed into something that is, it's not supposed to be that, essentially. It's completely messed up. Okay, so Aberration is a unique map, I believe that. I think everybody can agree with that too. Then we shoot off here, and this is an interesting part because obviously, you know, our hands turn into like the weird kind of, I guess, code. I believe that is actually the language of Ark, which is those little circles that kind of have the little lines off to the side. I believe we're essentially just turning into some sort of code language right there, or at least our body is, and we're kind of feeding down to where we're going here. And as you can see here, there's a bunch of arcs, okay? It looks like we're heading for this one right here, okay? It looks like we're heading for that. Now let's look a little bit closely. Let's just look at this, okay? So that one there passes down, and we go by this one here. We're not landing on an arc. We're not going to another arc. We're going to Earth, the planet that we just saw there. Okay? Like, I think we could agree that we're definitely going to Earth here, okay? So we land down, and okay, there's an obelisk. What the hell's happening? We have another implant, another obelisk, and we have like this kind of overgrown looking area. It's almost kind of looks like a, I don't know, something that you might see in like Africa, like the terrain, like the color of the grass, everything. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure where this is supposed to actually be based, but obviously then we see what happens next. The Ark is in some way, I guess, powering down, and we can see that it's powering down because the force field that essentially projects a hologram of like whatever on the island. It's an infinite ocean. On Scorched, it's like this infinite kind of a desert. I don't know what it is on Aberration, because it's like Aberration's messed up. It probably doesn't have one. On here, it just showed like, what is that? It kind of looks like a bit of like a lake in the background or something. Like the sea or something. It kind of looks like we're on the coast of like another island right here, okay? And then it malfunctions or powers down. And I think it's powering down because if you look at the obelisk beam, it's yellow and then it just disappears. It just completely powers down. And then we're just met with this sight of whatever this is supposed to be. This is Earth, I believe. We have like these jagged rocks in the background there. We have another obelisk in the background there too. It's just absolutely crazy. We've just got so much going on here. It's unbelievable. I actually believe that there was like, see those little kind of dots in the sky right there? I actually thought that maybe for a second they could be arcs falling to Earth, but one of them kind of glowed up in front of our face at the very start of when this is actually happening. So I don't believe that is actually happening. I think they're just some weird debris just flying around, kind of like little bits of like, I don't know, paper or something. I don't even know what it could be. Anyway, we're met with just this hellish landscape. There's lava or something in the background there. We have this strange building as well, which just has this red aura around it, and it kind of almost looks like it could be like the shape of an implant or something. I'm not exactly sure. What could that be? What could that building be? Could that be like the central power source of all of the arcs based on Earth? And we know there's more than one arc because we have another obelisk in the background right there, right? And a second ago, when we saw that ocean, there was no obelisk, so that can't be based in the same arc that we're malfunctioning in right now, or the one that's powering down. Okay? So there's many arcs based on the surface of Earth, probably in the habitable areas, because as we know, Earth, something happened to it. We don't exactly know everything to do with what happened to Earth, but we will probably figure that out in this DLC. And man, I am so excited. Extinction, the extinction of mankind, the extinction event that caused whatever beings. Maybe it might be humans, it could be something bigger. People keep saying aliens, and the Ark devs are like, well, you know, it might not actually be aliens. They've said stuff like that several times over. Could it be mankind that's actually doing this to us? Could everything in Ark's universe be based around just these simulations of like islands that you have to kind of become the ultimate survivor, and then you eventually progress onto whatever is next? And then, I don't know, this could be the end. Maybe when you get to Earth, there's some sort of ending, but as you can see, the arcs are powering down. That one just powered down. That one in the background looks like it's already powered down. You can't see any beams of obelisks in the sky. Obviously, they let off this massive beam up above them. We have this weird towering structure as well. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. We just got so much going on here. It's crazy. So, Extinction, Ark Extinction. It's coming next year, probably. You know what? It could be spring, but it could be 2019 spring. I don't know. It's not coming. It's definitely not coming in spring. I mean, come on, Wildcard. Jesus. Yeah. 2018, essentially, at some point, we're getting this new DLC, and it's based right here. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. It really is. Oh man, you know what? One thing that I do have to mention is at the very end of Ark, the island storyline, everybody seems to think that you go to Aberration. You actually don't. They've talked about that before on one of their streams. They said that you go to Scorched Earth, and then essentially after Scorch, we'll go to Aberration. So they don't have a proper ending for Scorched in terms of the Ark lore. Hopefully at some point they'll maybe do that. I mean, Scorch it's It's been out for a year and it doesn't have its proper ending it was supposed to have. So come on, Wildcard. I mean, give that to us. But yeah, Ark Extinction. Here it is. This is what we're looking at. What's gonna happen? What type of creatures are we gonna have in this? I don't think I think maybe some dinosaurs will be in here, but they're not going to be the same as what we've seen before. They're not going to be the island style dinosaurs. They're not going to be anything like that. They could be something different, like what Aberration's dinosaurs are like, where we have the aberrant versions where they kind of like, they've morphed to the terrain, they've become bioluminescent, they glow in the dark essentially. Are we going to have something like that in Ark Extinction, where the creatures are like, have like hellish features or something? What type of creatures are we looking at? I don't think it's going to be more dinosaurs. I think maybe we'll have some current ones, but we're going to have some new creatures, obviously, around 15 or so, I'd imagine. It's usually around like 13, 14, or 15-ish for all these expansions. So yeah, well, like, what are we going to have? Is it going to be like demons? Like, what the hell are we going to have? Is it going to be like other survivors or the enemies or something? I don't even know. Because obviously, big spoiler, the boss in Aberration is Rockwell, which is one of the survivors that does all the recipes and stuff. You obviously have definitely, if you've played Ark, you definitely know of Rockwell if you've ever like killed a creature and you take those little notes off of them. Rockwell became fused with the Ark and just became mad and just turned into that monster. We killed him, we ended up here, and what are we gonna face here? It's not gonna be like a Broodmother or Megapithecus. It could be like a larger overseer, maybe some, I really don't know. I'm so excited to figure it out though, guys, and hopefully you enjoyed my rambling here. If you did, go ahead and hit a like on this video, and subscribe if you guys want to catch up with any Aberration stuff. And yeah, Ark Extinction. Are you excited? Also, one more thing to leave you off with. What is this roar from?